Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
And this is our Strength and Swings class. We'll start with a nice light body weight warm-up and then get our kettlebells, which are off to the side, out to play with.
You got it.
So let's get started.
We took a holiday off swinging last week because we were crazily biking 144 kilometers. But today, there will be some swings, so make sure you have that heavy bell to try some two-hand swings with.
Until then, let's get started with a nice light footwork warm-up. With your feet underneath you, take a single leg and just point it to the front where it can reach. And then toe ball, heel, land that foot. Right now, just pull your front and your back leg together, keeping your legs nice and straight, but scissoring your hips. And then do the opposite. Keep your legs straight, but press away from center. Relax in center. Now, on your front foot, pull that front leg towards you to bend to that demi point, or coming to that light ball of foot toe rise in the front. Knee is facing forward, and then push down and forward to send that heel down. Now reverse it or do it on the back leg. So feel that pull up on the back leg, getting to that demi point or bent foot position, and then push forward, this time switching between the feet. So your front foot came to that rise. Try to stay stacked in center versus shifting forward. Repeat, push forward and lift that back heel. And one last time each way, press and switch. And grow up in between, press and switch. And then place that back heel down. Transfer weight to the back by pointing the front leg and feel the pull underneath. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Point the other leg to the front. Toe ball, heel, land. On straight legs, feel that pull to center. And then press away from center. And relax. Now feel that pull on that front leg to get to that demi point position. And as you push that heel or that foot forward and down, the heel connects and the back heel will pull up. Repeat again. Push forward and down on that back foot to rise on the front foot. Pull and push. Feel that transfer there. The knees are pointing forward. The ankles are pointing forward. Try to stay stacked on top. And one last time, pull. And then we'll press that back heel down, point, and pull the straight leg underneath. Got those lunge feet warmed up.
I think that did it.
Whoops, good. A quick head neck. Standing up tall, we'll gently tuck our chin towards our chest. And then shake our chin, scrape along a collarbone towards an armpit. Nose will go up the wall, across the ceiling, through center to the other side wall. Chin comes down to the clavicle and scrapes to the sternum or center. And then head stacks up tall. Let's repeat the other way. So chin tuck. Scrape the other way first. Chin across collarbone to armpit. Nose goes up the wall, across the ceiling to the other side wall. Down. Chin towards shoulder. And then chin to center chest. And head stacks on straight. Nice. Let it wiggle in between.
Let's take that same revolution into the rib cage. For that, you can open your stance just a little bit wider. Shoulder blades retract. Then, modest effort, do Lawrence flex, or the forward shape. From here, do a rotation. I'm moving clockwise as I turn towards 3. And then lift up and over the back. Then I'm rotating towards that 8 o'clock position on the clock and round out to finish forward and stack up to tall. Repeat just one more time with the shoulder blades retracted, the chin tucks, and we flex forward. Then add the rotation, moving counterclockwise from 8 o'clock around the back towards 6, and then keep rounding out the rib cage to stay over top of the hips and assemble back and tall. Take that rib cage around for a ride in the rotation, and then let's continue that in a forward fold as we get to the floor. You would start with the chin tuck. It's moderate, but chin towards the chest. Then shoulders retract. Try to keep those knees straight. And with the hips stacked over the feet, flex the spine, round the rib cage onto the hips. You might bend your knees and then find time to straighten them. And repeat, little knee bend, little straighten. Then take your time getting hands to the floor Assemble in a nice strong position for you, and a little quick wrist warm up here. Screw those hands in. Pull the hands to the knees and encourage the shoulders to drift forward, extending on the wrist. Then from here, could we for 8 or so repetitions perform our first knuckle push-up. Stay in extension, shoulders over those wrists if allowed, and press into the first knuckles with control. Keep the elbows straight. Push into the floor, control the down, the last 1 or 2. And then like Lauren said, on that last repetition, push the floor away and extend the hips through. Always adding the wiggle. One more set of reps for the wrists. Fingertips face the knees. Fingertips, callus lines, and full hands. Lift the shoulders as a shrug, but then pull them down. Straighten the elbows. On both sides, left and right, press the pinkies heavily into the floor, and then relax. Then do the same thing with those ring fingers. Relax, transitioning to the middle finger tension, pressing that in the floor. Then the index finger to the thumbs, and then press all 10 heavily into the ground. Bend the elbows, peel the hands off the floor, flicking the wrists, and a little friendly shake. From here, let's assemble in a lunge. Lauren warmed up that lunge tension with that demi point, and here let's continue the conversation with the hips. We can hike a hip and then pull down to level, hike, and then level. We can scoop, tucking under, tip, tilting back, and now keep that one tipped back and take the back leg, or my right leg in this case, and scoop it under, squeezing the glute, extending through the hip. Continue pulling on the ground, and we can encourage those knees to go over the toes, and then press your foot forward and assemble nice and tall. Lauren's side profile shows that the best. Repeat one more time as we pull in the ground on the front leg, pulling the body forward, then press through the front leg, squeeze the back leg, assembling tall. Then take that out to the side, and we'll repeat the same effort. We can hike a hip, we can pull down a hip. Repeat for 2, hike, finding level. Then tuck under, tip back. Now keep this hip tipped back and try to scoop under, extending the hip on this back leg. Now pull the knee and the foot together on the floor and continue to drift towards the side. Then squeeze this butt cheek, press the bent leg to the side, and assemble nice and tall, strong, like in our getup. One more time, we'll pull in, and then press away, tall, as then in the getup, leg to the front, and then let's pull it underneath and repeat on the other side. We have hip hikes and then hip depresses or downs, ups and downs, finding the level position. Then tuck, posterior tilt, tip, tailbone to the back, then keep this hip there and tuck under the other leg. Press down on the front leg, and we're pulling our whole body forward to feel the hip flexor quad stretch in the back leg, some hamstrings tension building in the front, and press forward to go back nice and tall. Pull, heavy tension, grip the floor with the foot, pull the whole body towards forward, and then press forward, assembling tall. From here, we'll heel toe out to the side and repeat the hikes. Hip hike, down, hip hike, down. Posterior tuck, tilt under, the other tip to the back. Now keep this hip tip back and scoop the standing leg under to extend the hip. Then pull the knee and the heel together along the floor. Then I'll press towards Lauren, grow up tall and against this imaginary wall, and repeat one more time, pulling in, pressing away. From here, we'll heel toe to center, and we'll down dog up. For that, it's the hands back to the floor and tip the tailbone to the ceiling. From there, push the hands forward. Keep the tailbone reaching in that anterior tip. Breathe, maybe pedal those ankles, and then take time to walk yourself back to your hinge position, and then press your hips through to fully stand. Awesome.
Nice. We'll do a quick shoulder warm-up as we're going to press later today, and we're going to load our body after this.
Excellent.
So standing tall, we'll start in our W-like position. Let's gently elevate the shoulders to shrug and then pull them down into their sockets, keeping that lat engaged, slowly extend towards your T-shaped position. From the T there, keep your elbows nice and straight and do your shrug again. Re-straighten your elbows and pull your shoulders down. Then from there, pull your elbows back into your sides. Now, because we're going to press, let's bring these arms in a little narrower. One at a time, elevate a shoulder, and then pull it down. Keep that shoulder low as you single arm, raise an arm towards an overhead position like your press. It might be by the ear, it might be slightly out front, wherever it is, straighten your elbow more. Then, shrug your shoulder again. Keep your elbow straight, pull your shoulder down. Do that one more time. Elevate the shoulder blade, straighten the elbow, and then keep your elbow straight, pull, and then continue to pull, and that's where that elbow will bend, bringing it back down to the rack position. And relax that side. Same thing other side. First a light shrug of the shoulder, then pull down. Keeping that lat engaged, sliding towards your safe overhead. Checking with your ribs, hips, making sure you're not arching that low back. Once in your safe overhead position, elbow straight, shrug again. Keep your elbows straight, pack your shoulder. Repeat one more time. Light shrug, light pull down. Once pulled down, start grooving that pull down, grooving that press back to the rack position. Palms rotate to face you, retract your shoulder blades together, and slowly straighten your elbows. Imagining you have kettlebells in each arm, slowly straightening, making those elbows work a little bit to full safe straight, and then gently relax. Nice. We're going to warm up some bodyweight hinges, both on 2 legs and on 1, mixed with some kettlebell rack and goblet hold. So have a kettlebell nearby to warm up with. But first, let's start with our 2-legged hinge. So with your feet slightly wider than your hips, like your swing stance, rock back and forth, find a nice grip on the floor, all 10 toes down the whole time. Chop those hips back. Nice long spine. Check out that those toes are still gripping the floor. Your shins are vertical. Your spine is neutral. Now just lift your hips a little bit more into the air and you should feel extra load on those hamstrings. And then drop them back. Push down and out on the feet to stand up tall, pressing the hips through, squeezing the butt, bracing the core. Repeat again. Chip, chop. Hips go back. Nice long spine. This is the back of our hinge position, bottom of our swing. Toes gripping, push down and out. Feel those glutes come through at the top. One last time. Hip hinge. Both hips go back. Feel the load through the hamstrings and the glutes, and then drive down and away. Hup. To stand up tall, shaking it out. Get out that kettlebell, Ian.
We got that kettlebell. I'll start with my lighter of 2 kettlebells off to the side and standing right over top of it. Cheek clean it, hold it in the goblet position for 20 or similar seconds. So with 2 hands on, we practice the preload, then zip up the body, and then hold for time. Other challenging ways to hold this load include looking through the window glass. And to do this, as Lauren continues, make sure that we're not leaning back. As Lauren demonstrates, she's leaning the ribcage over the hips. We'll hold for about 5 more seconds. Brace, breathe, practice full body tension, and then return to the ground. Figure out the preload. How does the tension and the load feel on your body? Let's return to the hinges for single leg versions and one more time holding a load to prep.
Nice. Find that 2-legged position again. But this time we're going to transition to a single leg. It starts on 2, though. Chop those hips back. Transfer weight, but try not to change anything when you transfer those, so that shin still stays vertical. We have that stacked position. Now point the other leg out long. Draw the circle around the back. Stay connected with your toe. Lift your standing leg hip up a little bit, verticalizing the shin. Then roll over the back foot. Stand up tall. Hips come through. Repeat on the other side. Chop your hips. Hinge. Push your weight to transfer, but feel that load through hamstring glute. Draw the circle around the back, staying long. Lift the hip a little bit. And then up to tall. One more time each side. Chip, chop. Long spine. Transfer that weight. Try to keep that hip behind you. Don't let it jut out to the side. Draw that circle all the way around the back. And then over the foot and tall. Last time, other side. Chop. stack, point. Stay connected to the floor the whole time. Find that stability. Lift the hip a little bit more, and then all the way through and up to tall.
Oh, working on variations on the hinges, and Lauren does have some swings coming up, so let's prepare those hinges accordingly. We also have presses coming up, and for that, we'll explore that racks position. Stand over top of that kettlebell. I need to organize that handle parallel with my feet the way I prefer, and then I'll grip it. Packing the shoulder, cuddling with that other hand, and then zipping it up and ending up in the racks position. It's the core brace. Is it heavy in the hand or is it heavy on the shoulder? Lauren's talked about those armpits and the WY exercises with the presses. So pack the shoulder, find the grip. What are your feet doing? They're crushing the floor too. Then 2 hands on and return to the floor. That position might be useful for us if Lauren and I continue with our pressing workout. And if you're not sure on the press, build tension and time, strength in the rack. Same thing other side. Cuddle, preload, zip. We catch it in that racks position. Fire up the grip, firm grip. Fire up those abs and glutes. Lauren knows best. And hold for time. Can you still breathe? What about those feet? Squeeze your bum. Connect to the floor. It'll help in that press. 2 hands on. Return to the floor. Come up bare-handed.
Excellent.
Get up time, I think.
Yes, you're right. We're going to do a get up each side, single, and then we're going to come up and prep our swings. And then we're going to do 2 get ups each side and come up and prep our swings. Then we're going to swing. So pick the bell that you would like to do a single get up with.
This one right
here. And
here.
then you can not use your singing voice and come to the floor.
Thank you.
No problem. 1 get up each side. Full get up. Normal pace. Here we go. Cuddle, roll press. Pack shoulder. Use that hip to drive. Pull on the elbow. When you find that hand, you're keeping the shoulder packed, sweeping the leg right underneath you. Using those warm-up feet as you come up through your lunge, and then controlling all the way back down. Finishing on your back, 2 hands to pull down and cuddle. Let that bell go. You move around it. Whoops, and don't kick it. And we'll do the same thing.
Sounds like a plan.
On the other side. Would you like to commentate this one, Ian?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Cuddle it. Cuddle, roll, press with those 2 hands and set up just right. Then press the hip extension to our tall sit. We bridge and sweep. Then press the floor away. Square up the lunge to the tall. Then pull yourself to the lunge. Enjoy my favorite move, that windmill. Hand to the floor. Sweep the leg. Elbow. Counterbalance to the ground. 2 hands on. Pull it. Cuddle.
Oh, sorry.
And then
Yeah, it was like a
no rules, says Lauren on the way that we'll get up there.
Okay.
Now we'll stick with Lauren and that same kettlebell, or maybe the heavier one, your call, and check out some swing progressions.
We're going to warm up our hike pass position, 2 hands on your bell. Get a bell you're prepared to swing or warm up to swing with. Taking your bell out front, set up behind. Use your hip hinge. Place 2 hands on the bell. Tip the bell on its belly and drag it 1 millimeter towards you. Hold this position. Feel that weight through hammies and glutes, the core brace, the load, the hips are back, the shins are vertical, the toes are heavy. Let your bell go. Stand up without. We're going to maintain that position, but this time pull the bell to our zipper or groin and then park it back to where we got it. Ready? Hip hinge. Tip bell. Pack shoulders. Pull. Park. Repeat. Pull. Park. Trying to maintain that same hinge position this whole time. No bop up and down. And use those lats. Park the bell. Let it go. Up without. Shake it out. Come back to the floor. This time, 2 get-ups in a row. Up, down, no putting your bell down. So, we start in our cuddle, as usual. We roll and press. And we have our full get-up up, starting with your hip drive. Maintaining that shoulder pack on both sides throughout your get up. You're moving around your bell as you go, breathing when you need to, but always keeping that core brace as you go through each move of the get up. Once you're done one, keep that bell up there and repeat for a second get up. Using both legs on that lunge and controlling all the way to your back or that start position and pulling the bell down. Whew. Nice.
That was harder.
It should have been.
It was a little bit more challenging. But still, remain successful until the end. So if it's a tough time doing the full rep, maybe try that half get up or spend a little bit more time in the firing range. But here we go for our second set of 2 get ups.
Second set.
Roll, press, grip the bell, push to the elbow, tall sit, the sweep, that beautiful windmill, square up the lunge to tall stand with the abs. Pull yourself back down, open, hinge and sweep the leg. Elbow, counterbalance down, reset and go. Hip extension to tall sit. Sweeps, windmill, tall lunge with those prepped legs and feet. Down, open, windmill hinge. Take your time. Sweep the leg, find the elbow. That's my core brace. To the floor and down. Sometimes in that practice, we use that high yes sound for the core, and sometimes it makes no sound at all because it's the focus and concentration.
Excellent.
Lauren again for another swing.
We're back to prepping our swing. So for swing drill number 2, we're going to do our full stop swing. 1 full swing to chest height, park the bell. Stop your swing. Setting up behind your bell. Organizing your pants and shirts. Using your hip hinge. Gripping your bell, tipping it. 1 full swing. Pull. Through, and park. Repeat. Plank tension at the top. We're swinging to that chest height with retracted shoulders. That slight chin tuck at the top as to not chicken neck out front. And park. Let it go. Stand up without. Whew. All right, we're getting back in to some rounds of 2-handed swings today. We're going to get back to our I go, you go pattern. So swing with one of us, not both of us. Pick one. I'm going to start with 5 continuous swings. Then Ian's going to do 5. Then I might do upwards of 10. Then Ian's going to do 10. 5, 10, 5, 10. Let's aim for 3 rounds. See where that takes us.
Just shy of 45 swings. 45 swings, that's all good. So Lauren's going to go for 2-hand swings for 5 and 4. And if you're following along with Lauren, keep it up. You only have 2 more repetitions to go. And if you're watching Lauren, commenting on her beautiful form, let's do it now with me.
So Ian's team setting up here, always take your time on that setup. Swinging the belt to chest height at the top, punch in the stomach, punch in the butt. It's the abs that stop you at the top, not your back.
From 5 to 10, or choose your own number. 5 is a great number to start. 10 is that upper limit we'll train today. You're just about halfway done. Lauren's timing is great. She's in that tall plank for as long as she can. And she has that breathing match, that high-ya sound when she's exploding that kettlebell from the hips.
Whew. All right, Team Ian. Team Lauren's breaking. Team Ian's going for 10 continuous swings. Again, any number around 5 to 10 is great to this set. Making sure you're taking that strong exhale to brace. Inhale on the down, exhale as those hips snap through. If you're recovering like me, try to slow down that breath in and out the nose.
That's right.
5.
Slow breaths in between and the fast and loose drills to chill. Relaxation after some pretty high tension. 5 always feels so nice, but that means the rest comes around quick. Let's do it again.
Team Ian gets a little less rest as I got to enjoy that 10. But here you go, 5 swings. Again, at the top, retracted shoulders, nice straight elbows, and that chest height.
Whew. This set, I'm really focusing on screwing my feet in. Lauren said, grip those toes heavy and firm connections to the floor help the stability of the movement. Gotta slow down that breath. Lauren's team has a couple more reps. Make every rep look the same. Lauren's reps always look good, but finish with strong reps.
All right, Team Ian, up to 10 continuous swings here. Team Lauren, our mouths are closed. We're breathing in and out our nose and trying to slow that breath down. Use that forced exhale and inhale. Keep that tension up. Team Ian, last couple swings. We have one more, 2 rounds, whatever you call it.
There we go.
5.
One more round of 5. The Polish punch. Could someone punch in the abs and you'd be fine with it. Root those feet. Grip, grip, grip. Now as I concentrate on my feet, I felt my elbows start to bend. So multitasking here if we can.
So many things to think about. One of the most important things to think about on your continuous swings is that you're still loading your hinge. So you're always coming back to that hinge position. If you feel like you start to lose your hinge, go back to your stop swings.
You got it.
Last set of 10.
Whew. Keep the heart rate up. Let's get that sweat factor going too. But form first. If you feel your form's dissipating or changing a little bit, change to bodyweight drills. Lauren's team has a couple more reps here. Hope she's counting because I'm not. But Lauren, she's the accountant, of course. She counts. Whew.
Not certified, don't worry.
Last
10.
set.
10 swings here. Last set. Packing those shoulders right away. Lats engaged. Butts. Abs at the top. Forced exhale. Nice. Plank tension. Keeping that hinge every time. Hips go back. Standing up without. Taking a couple breaths in and out the nose. And see how you can force that exhale. So in and then force it out. Repeat. In. Force it out. 1 or 2 more in. Force it out. I'll be dragging, so you do it at home. Last one. And then just try to keep the nose breathing, but slow it down. Excellent. We're gonna get into some presses and some single leg squats here.
Nice.
So Ian has his heavy bell out to press, as do I. If you don't have your heavy bell at home, you can up the reps with a lighter bell or pop your light bell upside down for some bottoms up,
Yeah.
holds and presses.
Good old fashioned drill.
We're gonna start with a single press each. And we're gonna maybe work up there, okay? So over top of your heavy bell. I'll go 1, Ian goes 1. Let's keep that same pattern.
You go, I go?
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's the full body tension to press overhead. I hope it's not easy, but I hope it was successful as well.
1, just grooving that heavy press, telling your body you know how to do it. Start with that single rep. Same thing, other side.
Same thing, other side. Crush the grip. Full body tension, pull the kettlebell down, and reset.
All right, team me in 1 more press here, and then we'll get in some single leg squats. Excellent.
Very good.
Watch where your bell is, don't trip on it. Know your own.
Know your
boundaries.
space.
Come to the front, don't go in the corner.
Okay.
All right, let's start with that low position. Knee pointed forward, ankle pointed forward, body pointed forward. From here, first move is gonna be knee towards over the toe. As you do that, keep that other leg up. And then press to tall, extending your back hip, pulling your kneecap up. Repeat again, knee towards over toe. Press to tall. This time, start to work towards a light balance, peeling the heel up off the floor, own it, and then come down with control. Repeat 1 more time, knee towards over toe. Then press to tall, drive down to go up. Keep your knee nice and straight. Find your highest peak and hold for 3, 2, and then slowly descend with a straight knee down.
Whew.
Shake it out. You can also have that countertop or balance aid next to you if you'd like some stability there. Here we go. Knee towards over a toe. Press to tall, butt squeezed. Hold that top position. Feel the feet root. Repeat again. Knee towards over toe. Drive the hips through to tall. First, peel the heel off. Maybe you're only finding a kitten heel here, and then slow down. Knee towards over toe. Press to tall. Now we're working to that high stiletto position. Find your 4 inches up, hold, and then own the down. Keep your knee nice and straight, and then shake out.
Ooh.
Whew. Back to our presses. Mine are feeling good.
Yeah. What's your number then?
Well, I'm thinking about actually going right to 3.
I love that.
So skipping 2, going to 3. Ready for it?
I'm into it.
What's your number? Good idea. Here we go.
Your number is a number that you could do again, or at least in your estimation, you could do again. For Lauren, that's 3. We tested that number last week, which is why we're skipping 2, and we'll go to 3. So here we go. My turn, 3 reps.
When you rest, loose. When you press, tight. Use that tension everywhere, feet rooted, butts and abs. Send the energy up the bell, into the air.
Up the bell, into the air. From the ground, it's the full tension on the feet, the crushing connection between you and that kettlebell, and those super strong abs in between. One more rep for Team Lauren. Superb. Pull down, and to the rack, then the floor.
Whew. Getting sweaty. Team Ian here. Presses for 3. So you can see that off arm holding tension. You can maybe imagine how the glutes are squeezed and the core is braced. And that hip drive's a little bit under the bell, but it's also not a side bend. Know the difference. Play within it.
I hope I achieved that standard, Lauren.
Thanks. All right. Back to the single legs.
Sounds good.
Okay. We're going to prepare towards working for a pistol squat. This is a preparation drill. Peel that foot up off the floor. Knee towards over the toe. Now, right here, before you sit back, anterior, which means tilting your tailbone towards the ceiling or the back wall. Tilt your hips. Now reach to sit a little bit lower, but keep that long spine. Then drive into the floor, extend your hips to tall. So what we're trying to avoid is that low back round or tuck under. It'll limit your pistol squat, I promise. Knee towards over toe. Do that pelvic tilt, slightly reaching towards the back as you sit. Keep that nice long tailbone, and then drive into the floor and press to tall. We have one more. Knee towards over toe. Reach back as you sit. Load up that hamstring and glute, and drive through to tall. Shake it off.
Oh. I thought the swings were the hard part of the workout here, but I think it's these squats.
Those single legs, they're always tough. Low position. So in our pistol squat, we need room in our ankle. That's why we do knee towards over toe. Then we need that room in the pelvis as we sit back. And then press through to tall. 2 more. Knee towards over toe first. Slight tilt as you sit back. Keep that other leg up high and drive through to extend. Last one, knee towards over toe. Slight tilt as you sit back. Hold and then press through to tall and shake.
I'm not greedy doing 3 of those, and I'm not about to get greedy doing my presses either. I hope to do the same number.
You're gonna do 3. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to tell you until I get to number 3, and then I think about it. You got to make up your mind first, Team Lauren there. I think I'm going to try for 4, but if I feel like I could do a good 5th, I'm not going to stop myself.
Okay, here we go. Odd numbers for Team Lauren. Let's get it going. Hiya. The 1. The full body tension. Lauren alluded to that offhand tension. It's this hand that she's talking about. Make those fists of fury. Full body press. Great job. 5 reps with a 20 kg from Lauren. You know who? From Lauren.
From Lauren.
I
don't like to brag about the weight.
I'm going to stick to my game plan here on 3, and I hope it's easy.
While Ian goes, we're enjoying a nice rest. If you are Ian and you are going right now, feel that tension climb up. Feel that offhand as well as the bell gripping hand. Really crushing that ironclad
You got it.
kettlebell.
You got it.
Not really ironclad because it's iron through.
Iron forged.
Anyway.
Forged. We can be fun, we can be fit. Press first. It's the one. It's the same techniques. It's heavy feet, butt squeezes, core braces, and the breathing match, if you listen to it, the tension press. There you go, Lauren. And get that fifth in there. Nice. There's strong and stronger sides for Lauren, and I hope that I have the same. Let's do it.
All right, Team Ian's pressing your number again. Heavy bell press. Feel the brace. Strong foundation to press out of. If you're all wobbly, you're not going to be able to press your bell over your wobbly head.
There we go. Got those 3.
Nice.
All right, Lauren. Be kind to these legs. What you got the single leg squat plan?
Well, we're going to add on to the last one, but the most important thing about adding on to the last one is if you extend the leg when you add on, you must keep that nice long position back here. I don't want to see an extension like slumpers.
No slumpers.
Okay? Okay.
Got it.
Peel up. Knee forward. Hips level. Knee towards over toe. Slight tip as you reach back. Keep that tilt. Try to straighten your leg. Even if it doesn't get to straight, that's okay. Press to tall. Bend. We're only going to do 2 of these because they're hard. Knee towards over toe. Slight tilt. Sit back. As you straighten this leg, keep it in its socket. And then press up. Bend and down. Whew. Same thing. Other side. First, knee over toe. Slight tilt. Sit back. Keep that position as you straighten the leg. Press through to tall. Full extension. Repeat. Knee towards over toe first. Slight tilt. Sit back and straighten. And press to tall. Bring it in. That's a challenging one, says Ian.
Yeah.
And shake.
I feel those hip compressor flexors from our Saturday workout still, I think.
Yeah, they're working.
That was a good work right there.
All right, surprise. Bonus round. One more round of presses, one more round of single legs. I know, surprise.
Awesome.
2 options. 1, take it down a bell and pump out some more reps of presses. That's what I'm going to do.
Rep, rep, rep.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to finish strong here. I'm going to pick that same number. I'm going for 3. Consistency here. 3 reps. For me, Lauren's going to pump them out. So that means I get more rest, which is nice too.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say maybe we should go at the same time.
I'm in.
Okay, we're going to go at the same time.
Same time, team.
Pick your bell.
Same time.
Pick your number. Here we go. Last set of presses. Make sure every rep is good and you're finishing on a strong rep, or you could even maybe do 1 more.
I heard Lauren suggest it, so I tried 1 more. I'm hoping that left side is ready. Nice. Lauren was maybe losing that plank tension at the top, but then tucked under, squeezed the glutes, got back under the load. Which, did you get your number?
10.
All 10 of them. Excellent.
Did you do 3 or 4 then?
I did my 4th. I did that 4.
Did it look strong?
I think so. Felt it.
Ready, stronger?
Let's do it.
Okay. Try to match that first side you did. Here we go.
Oh, that was challenging. That's my 4. That's all 10 for Lauren. Great stuff.
I said we finished with a quick pistol squat.
Great stuff.
So, 1 attempt, each leg. Your best pistol squat attempt. What this will look like is we'll bring that leg up. We'll already do that slight tilt as we extend the leg. Hold it out front. Knee towards over toe. Sit back, sit back, sit back. You're safe low. And then bend and down. Pretend like it was easy. Do the same thing on the other side. Up. Little tilt as to not tuck under. Reach long. Knee towards over toe first. We're sitting back, holding, and up. Bending, and down.
There we go. Thank you, Lauren. It's great class. I feel strong and ready to do it again. Maybe on your own, do some firing range holds. Work on those kettlebell basics and join us next Tuesday at 4:05 for Strength and Swings Live with me, Ian, and our favorite, Lauren.
Thanks for joining us today. That was fun taking it through our nice light warm-up and all those heavy presses in just 45 minutes.
You got it.
You don't need a lot of time. Stay tuned. Until next time, take care. Stay strong. And we'll do this again next week.
Train soon.
Goodbye.
Have a good day.